Alright everyone, so it is time for supper on this Friday night, and I told you that we were cooking brats, so I just grilled out the brats, and gonna make Glenn's right now. So these are the rolls I got earlier, a little harder on top, softer in the inside. Alright, so I'm gonna cut these in half. Caliente. All right. This is so hard to do. Ay, ay, ay. I'm going to have to do them separately. Normally I like to put the two brats on there, put everything on, then cut it in half. But he wants these split open and they all don't fit like that, so I'll have to cut the roll in half first. Now I could do them. Split them in half so they don't roll off. Got some onion cut up here. Some ketchup. And horseradish mustard. Alright, so that is one, and that is two. And there you go. Oh yeah, we're having corn on the cob too, but I'm guessing he might need 2 plates for this. So I'm going to take him 2 plates. Alright everyone, so I'm just fixing my plate now, and I am using hot dog buns. That's just the way I like it. These are super soft. These are the ones I got at Meijer the other day, and they are soft. I've never had such soft hot dog buns. Alright, so on mine, I'm just going to throw some ketchup on there, and I'll be good. Alright, there is my corn on the cob, and we got these corn holder things, picks, or whatever you want to call them. All right, that is our very simple but delicious supper for this Friday night. All right, everyone. So this is our breakfast for this Saturday morning. Just making some breakfast sandwiches. And a couple of people have been asking about this griddle. I talked a little bit about it, but I think what I'll do is put the link to this griddle in the description. It's on Amazon. I'm not an affiliate or anything, so I don't get paid if you buy one. But it's a pretty good griddle. I have to say one thing so far. I got a little bit lifting right here of the bacon, but since I started cooking the bacon on this thing, I have not had any curling of the bacon. Everything's laying flat right now. So I don't know if it's the griddle or what, but I'm not saying it'll never curl, but every time I cook bacon on here, I'm getting pretty good flatness to the bacon. So I'm happy about that. Even this piece, it's lifted a little bit, but not much. I hate when the bacon curls. Alright everyone, so I'm just frying up the egg now for his sandwich. I'm putting pepper on there, but no salt because he's having bacon and ham. So I think it's going to be salty enough. Alright everyone, so that is done. The cheese melted very nicely. So we're just going to put some of this bacon on. Glenn likes his bacon a little more flimsy. I like mine crispy, but not burnt. Just that it's just crispy, a soft crisp if you will. But how do you like your bacon? Flimsy or crispy? Soft crispy or almost burnt? Alright. And there it is. Alright, I'm going to move the eggs to the middle. That's kind of the warm area right here between the two burners. And that way I can start warming up this tortilla as well. If you're going to warm up tortillas on a griddle like this, make sure it's coated with something, because if you just warm this with no coating of oil or anything, and you don't have to keep it seasoned. I mean, when you're actually cooking, before you warm up your tortillas, make sure there's some kind of coating on there, oil or butter, because if you do it dry, it will start smoking. Trust me, I know. Since I already put cheese in my egg, I won't put cheese on the taco itself. Normally I would, but I left it pretty good where I can still see the cheese and I can see it's nicely melted in there. Let me just grab my bacon. And I got one for Gypsy. Did you hear bacon, baby? She heard bacon and Gypsy and she was up. All right. So there's my breakfast for this Saturday morning, and it's just afternoon. So I guess it's brunch now. All right. So stay tuned for the next meal. Morning everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a new day. It is Sunday morning and it's almost 9:30. So I'm making breakfast right now. I've got bacon cooking and I'm going to take some of these tortillas, these white corn tortillas, and cut them up into little pieces because I'm going to fry up some chips, tortilla chips, mini ones, and I'm going to make some migas. So if you don't know what migas is, it's tortilla chips with scrambled egg and whatever you want to be in it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and cut these up. I'm going to go check on the bacon and I'll be back. Is that good? Morning everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a new day. It is Monday morning, just before 10 o'clock, and I'm just making a hot ham and cheese sandwich for Glenn. And for cheese, he's going to be using this jalapeno cheese dip. And I'm going to warm up some ham on the griddle here. And that's going to be breakfast. That's toasting pretty quick. The reason I turn it around, if you've ever worked with a griddle, you know there's some spots that are hotter than others. And if you look at what you're toasting, one side gets toasted a little more than the other side. So. Alright everyone, so there is a hot ham and cheese sandwich. Alright, so there's Glenn's breakfast, and he's also having his hot pickles with that. So I know there's no breakfast, well ham's kind of breakfast, so alright, that's what's for breakfast today. Alright everyone, so I'm making my sandwich now. The only thing I'm going to do different to my sandwich is I'm going to add an egg, a fried egg, and instead of the cheese dip, I'm just going to use the Kraft Singles. So, and then there's 2 pieces of ham left, so that's perfect because I was just going to use 2 pieces in my sandwich. So that Oh, actually, there's 3 pieces of ham left. Might as well just make them all before the ham goes bad. So Gypsy and I went out to the garage this morning. I did not record anything because sometimes you just got to sit out there and enjoy it. So I didn't record anything. Over the weekend I cut all the grass. I trimmed all the grass, cut it all, and it was hot. Yesterday I did the backyard and I trimmed and cut, and I did it right in the midst of the heat. But that's okay. I was glad to get it done because it was supposed to rain later on in the day. So yeah, at least I got back and front trimmed and cut, and it all looks nice. So, oh yeah. But when I did the front, I trimmed a lot, and then I cut, and I was exhausted. Then yesterday when I was done with the backyard, I was so hot. But I was just glad to get it done. Alright, I'm going to start frying my egg. So that's what I did over the weekend. I did some yard work. Still have a lot to do, but gets done little at a time. That's when you know the griddle isn't that hot. Usually if it's hot enough, it'll sizzle right away. The edges will start turning brown right away. But it is another humid day. We have had so much humidity this summer already. Alright, I'm going to turn up the heat. Yeah, our temperatures haven't been that high, like 70s, close to 80, but with the humidity, it's just feeling really hot and humid. Alright guys, so there is my breakfast for this Monday morning. Yeah, we've been eating a lot of breakfast sandwiches, but that's okay. Still breakfast. Alright, there is my breakfast sandwich for this Monday morning. Ham, egg, and cheese.